sun. Egypt's wisdom meets everyone. Edu-Next-AI calls the world to see a future we're building for you and me. Egypt co-codes the future hand in hand. AI at the Nile's edge we stand. From our roots to the stars we soar high. Edu-Next-AI we rise, we try. Learning together bright and free. The Nile carries our destiny. The Nile carries our destiny.
To open this dialogue with depth and foresight, it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Engineer Ahmed Osman. Engineer Ahmed Osman is the past chairman of International Council of Small Business in Egypt and recognized leader in driving entrepreneurship and innovation. His perspectives bridge education, business, and technology, a combination that is critical as we reimagine learning for future. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Engineer Ahmed Osman as he shares his keynote under our conference theme, Egypt, who codes the future of learning at the Nile's edge. Engineer Ahmed Osman, the floor is yours. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Dr. Noha. It's my privilege to be speaking to you today and to your audience in such a very exciting conference. And I think I really like the title of the conference because if I can begin here by saying that the Nile has carried knowledge for thousands of years. And today a new river flows inside the river Nile. Basically it's data and artificial intelligence. Egypt is not just adopting AI, we are co-coding it. So it's shaping our future, our society, our students, our youth, and the whole world. We have in Egypt a very big challenge. Every year we have around 25 million students inside the classrooms, over capacity, crowding, both in urban and rural areas. AI can help solve the congestion in education, if I may call it, by personalized learning, adapting to the pace of students depending on their level of acceptance, and also in supporting teachers. We want to have also a lot of Arabic-driven AI concepts, which are culturally relevant, accessible, and inclusive to all Egyptians. I would like us to all imagine together a young girl in the south of Egypt, in Upper Egypt, who has no private tutor, but has an AI companion that teaches her maths, explains to her Arabic with local personalized examples. I think as Egyptians, we must not be passive consumers of the Silicon Valley tools of AI. We have to have our own technologies, our own AI-driven initiatives. This has been very evident in the last few years through the adoption of a lot of AI clubs at Egyptian universities, student-driven projects, building Egyptian training models. I think the main challenge today in Egypt is the creation of AI educators. We have some sort of knowledge, we have the global knowledge at our fingertips, but creating the content which is relevant to what we look for is very important. So I think as we Egyptians, as our ancestors, our grandfathers built the pyramids stone by stone, our youth can build the pyramids of coding. And we want to encourage all young people to code, to be data-driven, to understand, to analyze, and to be entrepreneurs. Obviously, with AI, there's a lot of risks which come forward. The risks are basically in intellectual property, privacy, and our dependency on AI. And I can see this dependency is not only in learning, it's also in teaching. So educators have issues with being now more dependent on AI, and also our students learning have become over-dependent on AI. AI literacy for teachers is important, for students is important, and it's also important for parents to understand the domain of AI and how it can affect the young population. I think as Egypt has been in the last 25 years a hub for exporting business process outsourcing technology services, Egypt can can lead the region in exporting Arabic-centered education and AI solutions to both the Arab world and North Africa. I think it's very important during our discussion during this conference to understand let's say the downsides, or I don't want to say the disadvantages, but the downsides of technology. As we all understand, technology is very important, it's very useful, but at the same time, technology can have sometimes its adverse effects. And as I remember reading a book which had a statement saying technology has no ethics. So I think it's very important to teach people the ethics of using AI and using technology. And I think now we're seeing a lot of programs on ethical hacking and ethical cybersecurity and etc., which is very important because we don't want to go down the negative road of using technology. I think also what is quite important is to have the correct mindset of teaching people technology and AI, but at the same time not teaching our students the appropriate skills they need in terms of maths, English, science, etc. So we don't need to leave the basics and just focus on technology only. The technology we'll be using is to teach us these sciences, if I may say. I think also it's very important to focus on knowledge sharing through AI. I think historically Egypt had one of the most ancient libraries in the world, Library Bibliotheca of Alexandria. And today, the knowledge in the Library of Alexandria can be disseminated very easily to all the world using AI and technology. I think what we also need to look at in adoption of AI is equality, because basically there is always there might be in the use of technology the gap of poverty versus affordability. I think in rural Egypt there might be an issue of penetration and the reach of technology. In urban areas, it might be a lot easier. So I think we need to yet again reiterate the importance of having Arabic content, inclusive education to teach our students. And also we want to teach a lot of people on data security and also data privacy, which is also important. I think in conclusion, I have a few small messages which I'd like to bring to your attention. First of all, the pyramids in pharaonic history were the humanity's first data archive. Let the Nile's edge now become the world's living lab for the future of learning. Egypt co-codes not only for itself, but for the whole world. Thank you very much. And thank you, Dr. Noha, once again.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ahmed. Thank you. It was very inspiring message for all of us. And thank you for joining us today and having you today with us.
Shine in the morning sun. Egypt's wisdom meets everyone. Edu-Next-AI calls the world to see a future we're building for you and me. Egypt co-codes the future hand in hand. AI at the Nile's edge we stand. From our roots to the stars we soar high. Edu-Next-AI we rise, we try. Learning together bright and free. The Nile carries our destiny. The Nile carries our destiny.